Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer purchased 4 of these e-bikes and wanted to share their experience after putting some miles on them. Initially, they found that the actual top speed using the throttle alone was lower than advertised, maxing out around 21 mph and even slower uphill. Pedaling could get you closer to the advertised speed on flat ground and even higher downhill with some serious effort. Right out of the box, there were some minor issues like missing rubber covers and wheel nut locks, but the company was responsive and replaced the missing nuts. Our reviewer advises checking and tightening all the screws regularly, as they tend to loosen over time, especially after riding. After a year, one battery failed and was replaced under warranty, and they had issues with the battery lock jamming, which the company also resolved. However, the tires seem to be a weak point, as they've already had a couple of flats due to thin rubber. The mirrors also seem prone to breaking. The biggest disappointment for this client is the bike's power on hills. Even a slight incline can cause it to slow down significantly, and they sometimes have to walk the bike uphill despite not being particularly heavy. They also warn that pedaling without battery power is extremely difficult due to the wide tires. More recently, they had another flat tire and encountered another jammed battery lock on a different bike. They're still experiencing issues with the mirrors loosening and falling off. While they appreciate the company's responsiveness to some issues, they ultimately wish the bike had more power, especially for tackling hills. Even with the best battery option, it struggles on inclines.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer is absolutely blown away by this e-bike. The ride is incredibly smooth, and it comes with a whole bunch of extras. Seriously, it's got everything: a dust cover, mirrors, a bike lock, a phone holder, a water bottle holder, even a basket up front. When our reviewer says it has all the bells and whistles, they really mean it. This client feels like it's the Cadillac of bikes. The seat was a huge selling point for this reviewer, as they were really looking for something comfortable, and it definitely delivers. But the customer service is what really stood out. There was a minor hiccup with the delivery. FedEx didn't leave the package because a signature was required, and it ended up back at their facility. Our reviewer takes responsibility for the miscommunication about delivery times. The really impressive part is that the company called the very next day to make sure everything was okay. They apologized for the inconvenience and even offered additional perks as compensation. This client was seriously impressed with their dedication to customer satisfaction. As for the e-bike itself, this reviewer finds the quality to be excellent. They highly recommend considering it, especially if you're looking for your first electric bike. This reviewer hopes their review helps others make an informed decision. If our reviewer has one complaint, it's the shipping cost. Being a Prime member, they were hoping for free shipping, but they admit it's ultimately worth the price. They wish they could give it 10 stars instead of just 5. This person did a lot of research and checked all the other reviews, and that was a significant factor in the purchasing decision. It's reassuring that it had so many 5-star ratings, and after purchasing it, our reviewer fully agrees with the quality of this product.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer is a 510, 220 lb individual who primarily uses this electric bike to commute to work, emphasizing its durability due to pothole-ridden routes. After several months of use, the battery life remains impressive. Our reviewer's commute ranges from 18 to 24 miles round trip, consuming only about 20% of the battery and requiring a 2-3 hour charge at work. Despite steep inclines, the pedal assist allows for speeds of 12-15 mph. On flat surfaces, the bike reaches around 19 mph, and on steep downhill stretches, speeds of up to 39 mph have been achieved. A bike rack was successfully installed for carrying work essentials, although finding a compatible rack with long enough screws was necessary. After over 550 miles, the only issue encountered was a rear tire tube replacement at 500 miles due to a loose seam. Tire changes are a bit more involved due to the motor, but still manageable do-it-yourself. The brakes were changed at 450 miles, and the chain is lubricated and cleaned every 100 miles. This client's partner, who is 5 tall, also enjoyed riding the bike, finding the seat height easily adjustable. While she ultimately chose a different electric bike due to personal styling preferences, it highlighted this bike's lighter weight compared to other models. The reviewer mentioned that initially shifting into a lower gear is needed to prevent the chain from popping out. After exceeding 1,000 miles, the tires showed expected wear and tear, lubing the chain at 150 mi intervals now, approaching 2,800 miles over roughly 5 years. The tires have been replaced again due to wear. Eventually, the right crank needed attention. Around the 1,500-mile mark, the rear cassette was also replaced. The bike remains functional, although the battery's drain is slightly increased 10-20% and the motor feels somewhat less powerful. A unique nut locking the motor to the rear wheel hinders maintenance, requiring a custom-made tool for repairs like replacing the cassette and spokes. Despite these challenges, this client still appreciates the bike, hoping for better motor accessibility for future maintenance.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.